what is the most pettiest thing that's ever happened to you?
Happened to me?
Pettiness. Yeah, it happened to you, yeah.
Damn, I don't remember petty things.
Me neither. I let him go.
Or even when things happen to you, you're just like, what the fuck? Why would you do that to me?
Like, what's an example?
But if it's
I have a perfect example here.
petty, I usually forget about it. If it's big, then I'll remember. But
Well, that's good.
yeah, usually like petty stuff, I don't really care.
Petty wop.
Yeah, me too, actually. Yeah, I'm not
I'm not
thinking
a big
about
petty
like
person.
I'm so petty, but I'm trying to think of what somebody did to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think.
Fucking A, bro. How long
Where
you
does he
got?
start?
I'm in the middle of one right now.
Long-term shit?
A fucking list, yeah.
You're in the middle of something? What's going on?
I think I told you guys about it, Tiff in case. But yeah, so I got a friend who I got into crypto a couple years ago, and he kind of fucked up a little bit on his crypto, and then he didn't think that he could make it again, so he cashed out. And then he's like, yeah, like we fucked up, like, you know, crypto didn't work out. And I'm like, and he said this in front of other people, and I'm like,
We?
no, crypto, not we, no, not we, you sold. I didn't sell. And so once I reach a certain number, I'm gonna send it to this motherfucker and be like,
You should have been giving him screenshots every week.
I know I could right now, but I don't want to blow my load. And I want to be like,
Because you want to cover him in sperm.
I want to cover him in it.
You're going for the Bukake shot.
I'm going for the.
Yeah, come tree.
I'm going for the huge shot. Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, if you want to win with me, you have 3 years to start begging me.
Oh, shit.
So he has to beg you for 3 years straight.
And then I'll put him in my motorcycle sidecar next time.
Damn.
No, not even the sidecar. He has to hold your.
Yeah, he has to be in the bitch in the back. That's true. Joe's in my motorcycle sidecar.
yeah, it's true.
It's funny.
Damn.
No, the pettiest thing that popped in my head immediately that I've done, it was we were at the NASA Center place in Houston, and I had Isaac walking with me, and it was like a tour that we were taking of like
Space tour?
they were giving us a tour of like mission control and like where all the other space parts are being built and all this shit. And then so anyway, we were in this tour group. Isaac was next to me. It was a very narrow hallway, and then this lady from our group, she just had to be the first one, and I was like, what the? So she actually pushed Isaac out of the way.
Oh my.
And then she got like in front of us.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? So my mama bear came out, and
Fuck
then
yeah.
when we ended up moving to the next
Take your
location.
earrings off?
No, when we moved to the next location, I got my purse and I fucking went like this to her, and then I went right in front of her.
Oh,
She was
shit.
She was talking all this shit because she was talking another language.
But you're Derby dolls in her, dude. You're like fucking.
I was like, bitch, like don't touch my baby.
And then
So
what'd she do?
Oh, and then so she was just like, oh my god, and blah, 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 blah. I couldn't understand. But she was just talking to the other lady she was with, and these are like grown ass women, like fucking 40s. And then so then she kept trying to get in front of us, and I kept like moving. I was so petty. I was just like, And then I was telling Isaac too. I was just like, baby, this is so fucking petty, but no way am I gonna let her get ahead of us after she touched you. Fuck
Yes,
no.
I love this Tiff. This is my favorite Tiff.
Damn, Tiff.
I relate to it so much. I just want to get revenge all the time against people who fucking.
Yeah, what is it in it? Like, what is that?
We're just small
Get even.
people. We're very
Get
small.
even.
I'm a tall, but I'm a small in my brain.
Exactly. I mean, that's where it comes from. It's like
I don't know how to play that petty realm. I only know how to like, just let's let it
No,
pass.
you're gonna.
Seeing it, though. I do like seeing it.
Like, I mean, it's not a great trait to have by any means.
Oh,
You
I
don't
like
get,
it.
Like, you don't get like.
I think because it's like it once I feel that aggression, it manifests into anger and rage, and there's not this level of let's just be right here.
You can't be petty. You'll shoot somebody.
But if it's, I guess petty can work for like friends in a
Controlled situation.
like a game.
A game.
I could be petty over a game, or like arguing over.
I can
like
be petty in a
sports
poker
or
game
shit.
too. I can I can call some shit I'm not supposed to call
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because fuck you.
But for some reason, strangers are enemies to me. I'm just like, fuck it, it's on, motherfucker, it's on.
Yeah, also.
Yeah, please don't get petty. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
Okay, the other day we were driving, and then someone threw something at my car and it hit my window, right? And everyone in the car, they wanted to like say something, and I was like, what are you guys gonna do? And then I was just driving, and I'm like, you know, I don't want to get angry right now, guys. It's cool. I think it's cool. Like, let's just keep driving. you know?
De-escalate.
And they're like, no, we gotta tell him something. I'm like, so what's gonna happen is you're gonna confront the guy, right? And I'm like, you guys ready to fight? And they're like, he should at least know. And I'm like, all right, you guys want to do it? I hit the fucking pedal. I went up to the guy. I rolled down the window. And then they're like, oh, that guy's crazy. Keep going. Because he was like,
Oh shit!
and I was like, see?
How did that guy have a license?
Oh shit!
You have to pass the driver's license test?
Who the
like
fuck
this.
was in this
You-
car?
so we were on
That's
the freeway.
terrifying.
No, he kept throwing things out of the car. And then he was driving and he was like, and then as we pulled up, yeah, as we pulled up, he rolled the window up. And he was like,
I like how this goes from like Joe being like, "No, guys, you don't want to see when I'm angry. This will be bad. It'll be really bad." And then Joe pulls up next to the guy. He's like, "Oh, fuck, this guy's crazy." Get the fuck out of here.
I didn't say he's crazy.
Oh, okay.
The guy next to me.
I saw a dude cut someone off, and the person behind him like honked at him hard, and the petty shit happened. He's like honk honk, and the guy was totally wrong, and he got caught the light, and he honked at him like 3 times hard, and then the dude got out of his car and walked right up to the guy who was honking at him, and the dude was like, "Oh my god!" It was a big dude too. He's like fucking rolling his woman. Was like, "Fuck, man!" Like, sorry.
I know where things could lead to. So when people cut me off, I'm just like, oh, they're probably having a bad day, or they need to go diarrhea or something.
Because once I get mad, man, I don't want to do anything stupid.
I'm like, it's okay. This guy probably has a shitty day or something.
You know how people get their ego in the way too when they fuck up on the road, and then like they end up like even though they fucked up, they're angry at the person being angry at them.
Yeah. Why is
Shit,
that?
like
That drives me crazy too.
And I'm like, everyone's allowed a couple mistakes on the road. I think people, they just
We can all kill each other on the road. We can literally all fucking kill each other by just going on the other
no
side
one's
of the line.
perfect.
At every turn, just like instead of being here, you can just go over here.
Dude, I'm the kind of guy though, like if I try to stop a fight and they start yelling at me, I'll start punching the guy that was yelling at me that I'm trying to stop from fighting.
God.
And I've done that at a party before.
Have you ever started yelling and you start punching your own self in the face?
No, not my own self.
He grabs his own shirt. Hey, you motherfucker.
And then it's like a Jim Carrey
I know,
movie,
right?
and everyone's like, "What the fuck is Joe doing?"
All right, speaking of pettiness, I have a story for you. It's about a guy named Andres who worked at an auto shop up until November 2020 because he thought the work environment at this auto shop was toxic, and he quit. I'm done. 2 weeks notice, and I think he quit on that's the normal thing to do. You put in 2 weeks notice, and you have 2 weeks to kind of finish out, and your employer has 2 weeks to find a replacement, right? But according to this story, the employer, whose name is Miles Walker, he got pissed, and he just stared at him for a minute, just silence. Didn't say
stared at
anything.
who?
Stared at Andreas for a minute, and he just got up, walked away.
Like a Clint Eastwood movie?
Wow, that's a long time.
Stare down.
It was a stare down, yeah.
Long
The
time.
employer to the employee.
Yeah, who's quitting? Yeah,
Okay.
the employer got mad that the employee was quitting.
Okay.
Submitted the 2 weeks.
Weird.
And submitted 2 weeks. So you're just kind of like, what's that about?
Yeah.
And then I guess 2 weeks later, the guy's done. The guy's done with the job, but then the employer owes Andreas
2 weeks pay.
2 weeks pay, so about $900 in this case. All right, so almost $1,000. So he's asking for this, $900. Like, hey, when can I pick up my last check or whatever? Guy refuses to pay, and this drags on for months. To
That's
the point.
hella illegal.
It's illegal, yeah. So then that's when Andreas, he goes to the Department of Labor in Georgia, because this is where it's happening in, and basically contacts them for assistance. And then a month after that situation happens, this is what they found. This is Andreas's girlfriend recording his
it-
Instagram.
Covered or no?
No, it's not
It's just
covered.
dark.
Yeah. This is what they found in their driveway.
Whose driveway?
Pennies.
Pennies.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Probably $1,000 worth of pennies.
Yes.
Damn. Fuck you!
What did he do?
At least he paid.
They're covered in something.
Oh, he pissed on it.
It is.
What?
Looks like motor oil.
Motor oil.
I'm a gearhead.
Fucking petty.
I know when I see it.
How fucking petty, dude.
Mechanic Steve.
So this story gets all the way to all the news stations, and a reporter tries to confront the guy Miles Walker, I think is his name, the employer.
And he covered him in oil and pennies.
I wish that would be
That's
fucking
so
awesome.
weird.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. But this is
There's something that someone's not telling us.
Yeah. Why is he so
Why
upset?
is he so angry?
What did Andreas do during employment, right? Like,
Yeah.
what is wrong with the employee?
But the employer was pissed at him quitting, so he wanted him.
That's all we're given in the story. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all
They
we're
might have been
given.
having an
What's his
affair.
Oh shit!
All I know
Maybe,
is that
I don't know.
He must,
Some Brokeback Mountain stuff?
Brokeback mechanic.
is he
like it.
this crazy where like this is how far he would go with everybody that pisses him off?
Yeah, so I have a few. There's a clip where a female employee that did an interview when this story broke, and she had an experience that kind of borders on sexual assault.
Wow.
Let me play the rest of this video real quick.
Ask you at all about the pennies? Do you know anything about that?
That's him.
I know tons about it. What's wrong with it? So you did drop the pennies over at that person's house?
British
I don't know if I did that or not. I don't really remember.
Awesome.
Did it or not? He got paid. That's all that matters. He's a weenie for even bringing it up. Why is he a weenie for bringing it up? Because he is. And because you guys give him a platform. I just told you exactly what I had to say. You guys are what's wrong with the world. Get the off my property. Okay?
Get off my property! I've been
And
practicing that too.
You're what's wrong with the world.
And he said a weenie.
Fucking weenie.
This guy's very petty.
Very, very.
I admire him a little bit.
It's kind of funny that he said fucking and then weenie, where it's like,
Yeah, weenie.
Just say dick.
yeah, like why not fucking
Hey,
say something
a sexist is something he is not, and he will not cross that line.
That's right.
Oh, or will he? Or will he?
While working for him, he was my manager, and pardon my language, but he said, "You think you have a bigger dick than any of the boys? Well, we're going to prove that right now," and decided to de-pants me in the lobby and thought it was funny.
Damn, that guy's a fucking bully, dude.
What the fuck is wrong with that guy?
Did they ask him about that incident? And then he's like, I don't know if I did or if I didn't.
All I know is her pants got pants.
We were trying to see if she had a weenie. We just want to see if she had a weenie or not.
I don't remember, tell you the truth.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Can this guy have any repercussions of some sort? Is she gonna press charge? Like, what's happening?
I don't know. I think they're trying to figure it out right now. This is a.
He sounds like one of those guys who thinks he knows the law, so he's like, I don't know if I did or if I didn't.
The point is he got paid. But if it wasn't by you, then that means you still owe him, you dumbass.
Yeah.
It could just be money that fell on his lawn.
He left a little note that said "fuck you."
You probably signed it.
Why is that so funny?
That's
You give
maybe
him
the
a
funniest
clap.
part of it to me is just the fuck you with the exclamation point.
Yeah, so this
But it's written like a thank you.
Yeah. It's written kind of nice.
What a parody
is
guy.
Andreas and his.
Wheelbarrow money.
Yeah, and he's trying to clean it off now. He's trying to get all the oil
gonna
off.
keep
And he's
it.
just like, it's really not even worth the hassle of cleaning and then trying to get it to the bank.
Coinstar, get to the Coinstar.
Oh, yeah.
How heavy do you think this is? Look at this. How heavy do you think that is?
Gotta be 100 pounds at least.
Least.
500 pounds.
Holy shit.
500 pounds of pennies. If you ever want to know, $1,000 worth of pennies is 500 pounds.
Did you know that when Samsung and Apple had that fight,
They did.
Yeah. Samsung basically ripped off all of Apple's phones to survive in the market because they're getting crushed, and so they knew that they would be breaching like all the laws about copyright and shit, and they didn't care. And so when they got taken to court and sued for like $1 billion that they had to pay, Samsung paid in pennies, same shit.
Truckloads.
Truckloads.
At least it wasn't covered in oil.
True, but it's so petty
But why would they do that?
because they're like, "Fuck you, Apple."
You know what sucks? Like all the bank employees are the ones that are getting fucked here. They're like,
Yeah.
come on, guys. We weren't even involved with this
workout.
shit. Like,
Why the fuck what do we have a penny for?
Let's get Bitcoin.
Yep.
For the sake of pettiness.
penniness. I
One
like.
penny will always equal 1 penny, but a Bitcoin, that's a much different story.
Yeah, it could be negative or it could be.